with host, the pro, and the hack. One's got charts and a game plan. One's got coffee on their shirt. One's quoting data, one's guessing. Somehow it still kind of works. With hosts, the pro and the hack, breaking it down, then laughing it back. One's got the play, one runs off track. You'll learn a thing or two and love the way they clash with the pro and the hack.
It's the Pro and the Hack. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pro and the Hack. My name is Rich Gilgallon, known as the coach, and I certainly am the hack. Next to one of the finest golf teaching professionals in the Coachella Valley, where there's an awful lot of them. Our dear brother David Mulso, known affectionately as Moose.
How you doing, Coach?
Good to see you. Behind
man.
us, you can see the wonderful Dinosaur. We are in the Dinosaur room,
Yes.
which is such an honor to be here at Mission Hills Country Club in Rancho Mirage, California, former home of the Dinosaur tournament, which, of course, was sponsored by many different groups, Colgate-Palmolive initially, and Kraft, and then or Nabisco, and then Kraft Nabisco. Those were the days, by the way, because when you left the media room, you took out about 18 boxes of cookies with you.
I love it.
And the A&A Inspiration, and so on and so forth. And also was the home for the Gallery, which I'm
There we go.
wearing
Little
my
Gallery
Gallery
Classic.
Classic shirt of the Champions Tour.
guys.
Yeah. And I've had the great honor of being the starter for the Dyna for 20 years and the Gallery for 2 years. So it was a great thrill for me to be that close to greatness. Anyway, it's an honor always to be at Mission Hills.
Yes.
Always to be.
Great facility. We want to thank them so much for allowing us to do this out here.
Yeah. 3 amazing golf courses. And we've had in the past Jonas, our head
Director of Agronomy.
director of
Yes,
agronomy.
he's the man.
Yes. And we have the Dinosaur course, which is world famous, which also hosted, by the way, a World Cup.
Yeah.
The Desmond Muirhead, amazing track. And we have an unbelievable Arnold Palmer course where I had my first and only hole in one. So that course,
You're one up on me.
that course is close to my heart. And of course, an amazing Pete Dye.
There's a reason they call it the challenge.
It is the challenge, but I love that course.
Oh,
I love that
love
course.
it. Yeah. A lot of fun.
It's a little easier from the silver tee than it was from the blue tee. But, let's talk a little bit about that, David.
Yeah.
David Mulso, wonderful teaching pro. The ego gets in the way of your happiness and enjoyment on a golf course. Is that a fair statement?
Way too much.
As a professional and a teacher?
Yeah.
You have to see this over and over and over again.
Well, you do. And when you're out there teaching and all of a sudden, hey, I caught that pretty good. And I'll ask them, okay, well, how far did you hit that?
Yeah.
Oh, 240, 250.
Yeah. Well, actually, chart how far.
205. Yeah. So when you put more of a reality back to them,
Yeah.
and it's let it go.
Now,
Get out there and enjoy
there's
it.
no excuse anymore because you have the machinery and the skill
True.
to have somebody hit a ball off the tee
Mm.
at the practice range, and you look down and you can tell them how far it went.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a piece of cake now.
Yeah,
Back before we had all this stuff, you were pacing it.
I know. Or
It is-
zeroing it in. You had
yeah.
flags every 10 yards.
Well, or I'd use 5-gallon buckets, depending on what I was doing.
Yeah,
Every 5 yards, you're pacing it off. It's all right. Try to hit a bucket.
interesting. That's very interesting.
It's easy to cheat nowadays with it.
And when you get to a certain age, it's okay to move up.
Absolutely.
It's not a reflection of your masculinity or anything else. And I was on the air one day at the bottom of the hour, and I said, "Look, I'm 70 at the time. I'm 72 now, and I said I'm going to make some changes in my life, and they're fairly dramatic for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you all about it at the top of the hour." So people are like, "What is the coach quitting? What's going on?" I know I had listeners then, man. And I said, I'm moving to the silver tee without apology. I mean, I have a friend, Mr. X, who I'm not allowed to mention his actual name because I think he's in witness protection, to tell you the truth. But anyway, he fought me, when we were playing the blues.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not playing. I can't play the blues anymore. I'm going to play the whites. Ah, you can't play the white. I finally talked him into playing the whites.
And he enjoyed it.
He enjoyed it, but he
There you
will
go.
not go. He's 75 years old. He won't play the silver. I said, well, you don't have to, but I'm playing the silver.
Absolutely. This makes the game that much more enjoyable. You're
Well,
not,
to use an occasional 7 or 8 iron into a par 4 green instead of a 5-wood or
3-wood,
or a 3 iron,
or not even make
like
it with
you,
that.
yeah, it's not a shame, and it helps speed the game up, and it really helps your enjoyment.
Mm.
Now you're still going to make bad shots, you know. The amazing thing about this game is the handicap system,
Yes.
which is do we know what genius came up with that? Or we're gonna have to Google it.
We got to do the full-on history.
Yes, we will if one of our
Get
next
on
shows.
Wiki and check it out.
Yes, because that guy saved the game.
What's absolutely now exactly when that handicap system, of course, the rules and all that kind of thing, but
Mhm.
when that took effect, we got to look that up.
We got to look that
We
up
gotta check
because
that out.
when I play, your match is pretty much over after the negotiation on the first tee. Now, in today's day and age, this is what you have to watch out for. You're on the tee, meeting a couple of guys. They want to have a game. Look, one of the great things about golf is action.
Yeah.
I mean, so you don't think those tour players in those practice rounds aren't playing for action?
Oh, are you kidding?
Huh?
Oh, 2, 3 of them. I can remember exactly who it was
Well,
exactly.
Phil is
I want to say triplet, but I'm not positive.
Phil is
on it.
notorious.
Well, that's a whole nother hour podcast just on Phil. But
True.
they're walking down the line when they were here for the Gallery Classic. Walking down the line, who's in? 100 to throw or whatever they might be doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're left and right.
So today, with the GHIN system, there's no fudge factor.
No.
Okay. So when you say to a guy on the tee, what's your handicap?
Mm-hmm.
And he says to you, it's about a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And you go, about a 6. Okay. What does that mean? Is that a 4 or is that a 10?
Right.
Okay? But there's no such thing as about.
Uh-huh.
Where's your cell phone?
They're sandbaggers.
Let me see your GHIN number.
Uh-huh.
And we'll find out what your handicap is. Okay.
Well, it wasn't that long ago. They always sent out cards
Yeah.
or stickers. So you're going through there and you're finding your name and you put your sticker on there and all right, let's see it.
Yeah.
And so,
You
okay.
had to show them.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of clubs, will make sure that if they see you playing, that the score is posted.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the only game in the history of games where you try to make believe that you're worse than you are. Okay. And it's really funny to watch,
Isn't that crazy? They'll do that on the handicap, yet they still want to play the back tee.
Yeah. Well,
We're crazy.
They can surely do that. It's the coach, Rich Gilgallon, with you with the amazing teaching professional, my dear brother, Mr. Mulso,
Thank
right
you
here.
so much, Coach.
Who's,
Appreciate it.
by the way, a Shrixon representative, and we're grateful to Shrixon for
Yeah.
allowing him to wear his hat and shirt.
Absolutely. Love those guys. They take such good care of everybody. And I tell you what, they are loading up the tours, both LPGA, PGA, Champions
Are
Tour.
they?
They are getting some players. Watch out.
And who would you say is carrying the Shrixon flag at the top of the heap right now?
Well, you got JJ Spawn. You got
JJ Spawn,
JJ, yeah.
who won
He
the
won a
U.S. Open
Yep.
by sinking a 72-foot putt.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that guy,
That was fun.
that was fun. And I've noticed that a lot of long putts are winning tournaments right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Is there any particular reason for that? Is the new putter quality?
I think I don't think so.
It's just
That even when we were talking with Dave Stockton on last time we had
Yes.
him on, who's hot, who's rolling the ball,
yes.
who's got that speed down, and seeing the breaks and whoever gets hot, watch out.
Because an amateur like me, I mean, I can go all day and all next week without making a single 5-foot putt.
Yep.
And that, I mean, it's very putting is well. Let's just I'll just tell you how it's going. Right now. I was a 5 many years ago at an easier course than these three. It's a great course, but it wasn't as long as these, and it was Indian Canyons where I played all the time. And we had a crazy skids game there, like $20 game with 40 guys in. I mean, a big.
Oh, that
crowd.
get fun. It's like, yeah.
So if you want, if you win a skin, you can make a week's wage. But I was a very good player. I'm older, and I think I'm listed. I'll have to look, but I think it's around 13.
Around.
I know.
Get that phone out.
I haven't looked. I haven't looked at it. I look at it right now since you asked me. And I'll show you what it looks like. See this? I guess you can't really see it on the cell phone, but it's USGA GHIN.
Yep.
It's put out by Sentry, and every golfer. It's actually good news. It's a 15.3 right now.
Ooh, I want you on my team.
I know. So, for those that don't know, and sometimes you have to explain it. If Dave is a professional, but you carry a handicap. No handicap, 0.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not unusual for pros to have a handicap.
Oh yeah, I mean,
not in a tournament situation.
We're going out and having fun with members, and whatever. Okay, what are you really?
Well, I think wasn't Tiger Woods like a plus 13 or some ridiculous number?
That's awfully strong there. A lot of players are going to come into a plus 5, 6 right into there.
What was Tiger Woods' lowest handicap?
I don't even think they'll show him as a handicap. Probably just average
low
score.
They're pluses, aren't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think his scoring average during tournament rounds was a neighborhood of about 68, 69. So that's about around a plus 4.
But because of the handicap system, I could play David for a match, and I could play Tiger Woods, for a match.
And it's a piece of cake. If you don't have one, go to the USGA.
It's
like
so
$40.
Yeah, it's not that expensive, and you just try to be honest, and put down every score.
Yep.
Good or bad.
Yep.
Don't say, well, I can't post that 95. Yes, you can.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh, I can't post, or be like some people we know. Oh, I can't post that 72. Yes, you can.
You better.
Go ahead and post it. It's one of the. It's another great thing about this game is, and Ray Floyd said this to me on the show one day. This game tests your spirituality.
Oh yeah,
and it tests your adrenal gland too while you're at it. That's the two things he talked about. In other words, I mean, you're only cheating yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But Trevino had a great story. He told me that when he plays with his buddies, he says, "Go ahead and cheat.
Beat you anyway.
You behind a tree, kick it out. Don't worry about the tree. Just kick it out.
Right.
You went in the lake, don't count it. I'm going to beat you anyway. Okay, doesn't matter. You can cheat all you want. I'm still going to beat you." The pro and the hack is being so much fun to do. And we're in the podcast world. We're getting some traction.
Getting a little traction. Love it. We're starting to get more and more subscribers to it. Love that. Click that subscribe button. Like us. Follow us. Give us some comments. We've been starting to receive now some great comments
from all over the world.
I mean,
it's really amazing.
Yep.
This is an amazing time for media.
Oh, I love it.
It really is. I've been in the media business this year, 40 years. And the opportunity to do your own thing, has never been great.
No, yeah.
You used to have to go and see a general manager. Then you had to talk to this director. You had to kiss this guy's butt, that guy's butt, and you probably weren't going to get on anyway. Now all you need is a computer, and you can really do anything you want. It's an amazing time in the world today, and it can be seen everywhere. And what we ask you to do is to share it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Comments.
Love them.
If you enjoy the show, make a comment, but also share it to your friends, especially all your golf buddies, because I think they'll get a kick out of it.
Absolutely. We're starting to throw up some instructional tips, too.
Yeah.
up on our YouTube, or you can just go on to YouTube or any of the platforms there. But on YouTube, you can see video, and just type in the pro and the hack, and you get into some videos as well.
Amazing lessons. Now, part of the deal that I have with the Moose over here is that I'm going to be the guy at some point getting those lessons without having to pay.
We've been talking about that. We got to get that done.
We're going to get that on video and and see how it goes. And I, at 72, and getting old, things hurt that I didn't even know I had. I was laying in bed the other night, and the toe next to my big toe just started screaming at me out of the blue. I didn't stub it. Nothing fell on it. It just said, "Hey,
what?
I'm sore over here." I go, "What did I do?"
Nothing.
I mean, you find yourself talking to your own body more the older you get. But this game, look, I've been in match play here at Mission Hills with 85-year-old guys that don't hit it very far and beat you 6-5.
Yeah.
Because they chip and they putt.
Incredible short game.
They've
been playing.
I've had to help one guy out of 3 bunkers one day while he was kicking my butt. So it's the greatest game. It's the only real game for a lifetime.
Absolutely, anybody can come out and play it. With that handicap system, it doesn't matter what level you're at. Just get out.
And we're very proud, and I wanted to mention today that one of our own, who used to pull my ankle on the first tee of the Dyna, is going to the U.S. Amateur.
Oh,
Kent.
Fabulous. I haven't seen Kent for a while.
Yes, his mother posted a picture of him holding his invitation.
Oh, fantastic.
Cool
I tell you what, keep an eye on this guy. Kent Carlstrom.
I'm asking for the bag.
Right?
I want the bag. Kent Carlstrom.
Yeah, strong.
Who's
Arizona State.
Is going to ASU, and his parents are just marvelous.
Oh, they're fantastic.
And have really, leaned in to their son's passion.
Absolutely.
For this game. And he's been playing the tips. I mean, the real, not the blues, but the waybacks.
The tip tips.
As I would call them, the wiggity waybacks. He's been playing that since he was 13. So it's very exciting for the membership here to see how that goes.
I haven't seen him for probably 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, he's been
But
busy.
when I did talk with him, I guess he was working out even with John Rahm.
Is that right?
Over at Arizona there. So, yeah, he's getting all
That's so cool.
That's
so
very cool, and I do wish him the very best.
Yeah, and he was
guy.
a first tee for the Dyna kid.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple of them that would sit around there, and I'd let them sit just under the rope, and they were so into it. And it's such. The other thing about this game is there's only so close you can get to a quarterback in a college game or an NFL game, and there's only so close you can get to Mike Trout or Shohei.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you can get if you got some serious dough, you can.
That's what I was just going to say. If you can get behind the plate, fantastic.
Yeah.
But who can afford
that?
that?
You got to pay $1 billion. But this game, you can get as close almost as you want to be to Tiger Woods.
Absolutely.
I've stood this close to Tiger Woods. Yeah. And I know this sounds goofy, and it could be because when you see somebody on television a lot and you see him for the first time live, it's a little different. First of all, they're thinner.
Yeah.
Okay. Than they look on television. But there was this, Tiger played at Bighorn for the Battle of Bighorn.
Yep.
And it was, what was it? Tiger and
Nicholas, Trevino.
And Jack and Trevino and Sergio.
Yeah. That's right.
And they played a couple of them. But Tiger up close, there's like this light.
Stud, isn't he?
There's a light.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It's an inner light that you just can't help but feel. But the great story from that particular battle at Bighorn was when Jack and Lee were on their way there in a limo together, and they went by the 7-Eleven down the street, and there was a clock there and a thermometer, and Jack said to Lee, "Oh my God, Lee, it's 112 degrees out here." And Lee said, Jack, it's 1:12 in the
It's
afternoon.
1:12 in the-
Wait till it switches, okay? You're looking at the clock.
Oh, it's 1:15.
It's 1:15 in the afternoon. But a lot of, the thing about this game, special watching the pros, and it's also a game that you can play and make memories with your family.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
I mean,
I just love.
you have beaten your uncle so bad that he doesn't. I mean, I go, how'd you do? I go, hey,
No.
He,
He does that.
I work with his wonderful uncle Tom Mulso, who's a dear brother of mine, and his beautiful uncle.
Yeah.
And he loves the game,
Yeah.
and the families love the game, and you can play with kids, you can play with people that are old. If it sounds like I'm selling the game in a certain way, I am.
Absolutely.
It's brought me so much joy in my life.
Yeah.
Just a game.
Yeah.
So much joy. First of all, it gets me out, okay, and breathing the air.
Yes.
And I wouldn't call it exercising because I use a cart, okay? But I walk from the cart to the ball, to the cart, to the green, to the cart,
You're
to the
moving.
tee.
That's
I'm doing
right.
some movement. But and the camaraderie.
Yeah.
I've said this many times. There's no buddy, B-O-D-Y, like a golf buddy, B-U-D-D-Y, because they know all about you.
Yeah.
They know how you are when you're good, and they know how you are when you're bad, and they know about your wife, okay, and your girlfriend.
Sneaking out the window. Or
know about your business, It's that bonding, I feel, is precious to me.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Some of my best friends in my life have been guys that I've traveled 1,000,000 yards on a golf course with, So, and the vacations, of course, and all that.
Oh, and all the new people you meet. I mean, you never know who you run into.
Living on the East Coast, I had the opportunity, as a so-called celebrity, to play in the U.S. Open Media Day for
nice.
Congressional.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
A week before the Open, and that's bent grass tee to green.
Mm-hmm.
And that was I was played Avenel many times. The first place I broke 100 was Avenel, and they gave me a plaque.
Oh, nice.
99 schwacks. I'll have to bring that in someday.
Absolutely.
And also out here, had the opportunity to play the U.S. Open Media Day a week before the Open at Torrey Pines, which I think is the hardest course I ever played, probably in my life.
I would love to get out there.
Yeah. I mean, set up for the Open.
Yeah, yeah.
The Kikuyu was like 4 feet tall. I told you, I was playing with a 1 handicap, flat belly, and it was cart paths only. And 18, as you know, the cart path's on the right, and the left, his ball was in the rough on the left. And he took a wedge and a sand wedge over there, and he made a shot, kind of shanked it out, and then came out and forgot about the other club. And it took 3 of us about 11 minutes.
Like losing a ski in the snow or
Yeah,
something.
I mean, we got our feet, we're tapping around, we're like, where is it? He goes, it's over here somewhere, it's a wedge. It's one thing when you're looking for a golf ball.
Right.
Another thing looking for a club. That was Tiger's U.S. Open with Rockwell.
Oh, what
which
a
is
great
one of the
that was a
great
good
battles
one. I
of
watched
all
that.
time.
Yeah, love that one. Well, it's Open Week, Coach.
It's Open Week. Now, the great thing about Open Week on the West Coast, especially for a morning drive guy, I have to get up. I'm in the car at 4 every morning. But I think it starts like 2 in the morning. So I can get up real early and watch my fill of the Open Championship.
Yep.
And then, it'll be on tape later. But I love getting up with the crack way before dawn to watch golf in Scotland and in England and what have you. And Nicholas used to say that it was the first guy to do it really was Arnold.
As far as
a American tour player
hmm
going over there specifically to play in the British Open.
well, yeah, I mean, absolutely.
I mean,
There's a few before that, but,
obviously Bobby Jones did because that was his major,
right?
which is a major that will never be tied
No,
unless
we get another Tiger or something.
Karlstrom
Right? Yeah,
can
yeah,
do it.
absolutely.
Because Bobby Jones's major consisted of the U.S. Amateur, the British Amateur,
hmm
the U.S. Open, and the British Open
In the same year.
in the same year.
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference.
And the number one trivia question in all of golf is how much everybody knows where people's position is on the money list. Where's Bobby Jones on the money list?
Mm-hmm.
He's nowhere on the money list because he never turned pro.
No, amateur.
He
Oh.
retired as an amateur, went to Harvard as a lawyer and practiced
Didn't he?
law.
Yeah, yep.
And if you ever get a chance to, you should Google Bobby Jones hits the camera, the TV.
Oh, I have seen that. Flies it right over the
with
top.
a 5-iron or something, right?
Mashy or something.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
And the cameraman's standing there. You got the camera.
Uh-huh.
The ball's coming and breaks the glass in the camera. Now that guy had some game, man.
With those clubs, I'd like to see these guys, even going back into the 90s, but let alone that stuff.
I know the feathery. They play with the feathery and but he's really America's father of golf, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, what an inspiration. I mean, what he's done, the Masters, Augusta.
And don't get it
the list
wrong,
goes
it's
on.
not Robert Trent Jones. It's Robert Tier Jones. A lot of people think that when they see her, and we have a couple of beautiful Trent Jones courses in the Coachella Valley.
Yeah.
They think that's Bobby Jones. No, I think they're related.
That I don't know.
We have to Google that too.
Another one we got to look
We got
at.
more questions. We got more questions and answers today on the Pro and the Hack.
Here's one on, kind of going here again on the Open.
Yeah.
When was the first Open played?
I'm going to guess 1880 something.
1860.
1860.
In October.
Over there.
At
in October.
Prestwick Golf Club.
Prestwick.
In Scotland.
Did I tell you what the temperature was?
14 below.
No.
No, I don't know. I don't know. But it's
nice answer,
cold.
Dave.
It had to have been cold.
Yeah, it's cold in July.
Absolutely. The first gentleman, and this is kind of cool. Willie Park Sr.
Yes.
Was the first champion golfer of the year.
No kid. Willie Park Sr. That's right.
He's got
had the big chin whiskers,
here,
and he had a hat.
Got
probably
the whole
had a
thing
hat
going
just
on.
like this.
But the cool thing about it is they had the challenge belt instead of the cup.
Instead of the cup.
That would be cool if they bring that back as well.
Yeah, we haven't seen a belt except for boxers in a long time.
So
well, cool there's been so many amazing Open championships. I mean, John Daly, going against the Italian. What was his name? The Italian guy. See, I should know this, but anyway, the guy chips in on 18, and Daly has to make a putt to win, and then makes his putt to win.
Makes a putt to win it.
Yeah.
I think that's the same year he was due to play. He played on the mini tour, and they had when I was in Kansas City, they had that at Deer Creek Golf Club, and he was scheduled to play, and he got called up and won it.
And
never saw him again.
No. Yeah, and of course the great battle between Watson and Nicklaus.
Oh yeah.
Where they tied on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
They were tied on Friday. They were tied on Saturday. And they're tied through 16 on Sunday. And Watson hits a perfect drive, hits it to 4 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Nicklaus hits a drive in a gorse bush. Unbelievable. The announcer says, "Oh, dear, 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 dear me.
Oh,
Jack is in the gorse." And so he hits this incredible shot, and the announcer goes, "The most animalistic swing I have ever seen." And he put it like 20 feet.
How long did that play back then?
I don't, it's not a long hole.
Right.
but it was no. I don't think it was St. Andrews though. Was it? I don't think so.
No, I don't think
I
so.
could be wrong. But anyway, they're walking up, and Watson's caddy says, "Well, I think you got him now, Tommy." He goes, "He's going to make the putt. Okay, trust me." And he did. He made the putt, and Watson had to make the putt to win, and made the putt.
I made the putt.
And what was the first thing? Unlike, obviously, Jack Nicklaus wasn't from Philadelphia, because what's the first thing he did? He put his arm around him. He said, "You got me again, you dirt."
Those guys are great. I wish we had that now. And talking about that, the camaraderie and all of that kind of thing. The Open now even has a code of conduct.
Yes,
for
they don't mess around.
2026.
Yeah,
They haven't. They're not. In fact, they kind of got a little info here on it. It's nothing crazy, but the enforcement. I really hope that they.
in short, the 2026 Open's code of conduct is designed to keep the championship's unique atmosphere intact while setting clear expectations for respectful, responsible spectator behavior. And good for them.
Absolutely.
And we need to get back to that here.
Well, see, and another crazy thing, too, is I got a quote over there from Matt Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
They're talking about, even back with Wyndham Clark on the Open here for the U.S., they're talking about it in regards to betting, to throw the players off.
You know something? He's absolutely right. Matt Fitzpatrick joined the growing chorus of players concerned about the impact gambling is having on crowd behavior.
Yeah.
And this is something that obviously, as somebody who talks about sports on the radio a lot, is a big issue. Because they're allowing individuals, players, to, they count the low. In other words, if you're going to bet on a guy to win, I really don't have a problem with that. Or if you're going to say he's going to shoot 65 over and under, that gets a little squirrely.
Right.
But, in basketball, the player can tell somebody, I'm only going to score 18 points today. So the over and under is 20. I'm not going to score 20.
Right.
All right. I will not score 20. Take the under. So when you throw the under in that, it's just too easy to cheat. And so I think that's a good point by him. And Wyndham Clark's treatment at Shinnecock was horrendous.
Yes.
I mean, why are you booing him?
I don't know.
First of all, he's a great American player. I love Scotty Scheffler as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
And Scotty was embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was embarrassed by the whole thing.
I just don't get it.
I mean, everybody likes Scotty. I like Scotty. He's a smiling guy.
So who's your favorite for the Open?
Rory played awfully good this week in Scotland.
He had a little bit of a hiccup on some swings there.
Had a couple of
hiccups, little pulls going on there.
But he was
in
the mix. He was in the mix. And I'm going to I like Rory. I'm a Rory fan. And
well, according to what I've been seeing,
we got the odds.
I got some. We got the top 10.
Okay.
Now, folks, you tell us.
The top 10 list. That was David Letterman.
Scotty Scheffler, number 1.
Okay. How can you not?
What's crazy is last week, guy misses a cut.
First,
over 1,000
that was the
days.
headline. That was the headline.
The headline. Yeah.
I know. I mean, I'm like, even my guy Nick, who does sports with me on the radio, that was his headline. I go, it's not a headline to miss a cut.
No.
Okay. I mean, the headline is he didn't miss one in how many weeks?
Oh, it's like it doesn't
40,
say it here.
Yeah, it's 40.
1,100 and some odd days or something like that.
Ridiculous.
Crazy.
Of course, Tigers, I think, was 149 straight cuts without missing a cut.
Was it? Yeah.
I think that
unbelievable.
Was it.
Still.
But Scheffler has to be the favorite wherever he goes until, he misses 5 cuts.
Right. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen a whole lot.
No.
So they got him at number 1. Number 2, Fitzpatrick.
Well, you have to see the way the kid is playing.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what was really cool about the whole Fitzpatrick story, in my view, is his brother's a fine player. But he teamed up with him for the 2-man game, and they won. And they both get exemptions.
They both got it
for a good long time. And his brother has played well.
You agree with that?
I do.
You do agree?
I surely do.
Well, I talked with Sandra Palmer.
She didn't like that.
Oh no, because they changed it when she did some match play.
Oh, she did.
Yeah,
a two person game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But,
I mean, I
so-
get that. I get that the players who weren't afforded that would be a little ticked off.
Mm,
But I think it's a great idea, and I think if Tiger would be so kind as to let me play with him, I would like a couple of year exemption on the PGA
That'd be
Tour.
all right.
Look.
That'd be all right. I could retire very easily.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to do anything except make a putt or two.
All right. Number
All
3,
right, number 3,
Tommy Fleetwood.
be a big story over there. Wouldn't it?
Oh boy.
First of all, it's the hair. Okay,
It's
if Tommy
flow,
if Tommy Fleetwood had a hair like us, nobody would even know he was there.
right.
But he's got the locks, and there's something to be said for that, having once had those locks. And another guy who the crowd loves. Sometimes the crowd loves you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you really don't deserve it.
Mhm.
I mean, there's some guys that are kind of not to call anybody out, but there's a
Right.
very famous golfer that everybody loves. He could care less about the people.
Mhm.
He gives them nothing. But there's something. It's like watching Schwarber in the home run derby. I don't know Schwarber,
Mm.
but I love the guy.
Yeah.
I just like
There's something about it.
there's something compelling about his demeanor.
Mhm.
And Fleetwood is another one of those guys. And number 4,
He's
he's
Rory.
not. I can tell you this. He's not going to be happy that he's number 4 on that sheet. I
No.
can tell you this.
No. Last time at Birkdale, he tied for 4th, which was 2017 when Jordan won it. 3 top 7s in the last 4 open starts.
Does he has won it though, right? Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's part of the
The number 4 there, number 5.
number 5.
And I don't know. I mean, I love the guy and all. Victor Hovland.
Yeah, he's a guy that is not compelling, and there's something about the mid-European sort of
Mhm.
attitude of not sour but dour.
Mhm.
I mean, can you remember seeing Hovland, smile? I can't.
Now here's okay. Here you go.
And
Alex.
they put Alex on that
Yeah,
list.
number 6.
Now that would be a story, okay?
Oh,
and
boy.
that would shut up people who think that maybe he doesn't deserve.
He'll prove it right then and there. Number 7, John Rahm.
Of course, broke in out here at the Dinah
Mm-hmm.
many years ago. And the thing about Rahm, this is one of the mysteries of television, the kind of thing I'm talking about. I mean, you see him on TV, but when you see him standing next to Ricky Fowler,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, oh my God, John Rahm is a tank.
Yeah, it's huge.
He's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no idea until I watched him walk up 18 at the Amex. And I thought, I had no idea this guy was that stout.
Yeah.
Broad shoulders, taller. Some guys have a face like Danny Ainge.
Mm-hmm.
Got a baby face. You wouldn't know that he's 6'3" or whatever he
Mhm.
is. And some guys, they just don't look tall in their face. I can't explain it. I don't know why that's true, but it is true because I've noticed it several times. But Rahm is always tough and a real killer attitude.
Number 8, Xander.
Yeah,
He's due, isn't he?
he's due, but I don't know if
I don't either.
I don't know if he's got the
How about winner last week, Tom Kim?
Tom Kim is a great story.
Isn't he great?
He is beloved on
I like
tour.
this guy.
Everybody likes him.
Really,
He's
like
a
this
good guy. He's got a nice smile. He's a funny guy, and can play. And it's the Scottish and Open back to back. It's not unheard of
Mhm.
to win both when you go out there.
Number 10, Colin Morikawa.
How can you not love Colin
He's,
Morikawa? Is there a nicer
he's
guy on tour?
fantastic. He's always kind of right there,
Yeah.
and just can't quite grab it.
It's just he's a gentleman. And I watched the Netflix stuff,
Mhm.
that goes behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and you really get a better picture of who these guys are.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic show.
Yeah.
If you're a golf fan, you should check it out.
yeah, definitely check that out.
Because it's amazing the lifestyle. First of all, the lifestyle that these guys have.
Mm-hmm.
They share jets. Okay. If their wives, every single one of them is a smoke show former model or stewardess or something.
Yeah.
They're just all, even the homely looking guys, I won't mention any, have beautiful wives on the PGA Tour.
And here's a couple of things too. I'm kind of going through the list.
Yeah.
Going number 11 all the way down to 16. 11, Terrell Hatton. 12, Aaron Rye.
No chance. No chance.
No. 14, JJ Spawn.
Possible.
15,
Possible.
yeah, maybe. Sam Burns at 15.
Sam Burns is another guy who's playing some golf right now.
Absolutely.
Now, let me ask you, because this is a whole different thing. Birkdale is 100% links, right? I mean, that's not a...
That course is, I believe they added like 67 yards, par 70.
Yeah.
And it's playing, I believe, right around 7,200 yards. Yeah, 7,200.
Par 70.
Par 70.
So that's 2 par 5s.
Yeah. So,
which means they have 500 plus yard par 4s.
Yeah. Now, if we bring an element,
well, that's
whatever.
You can't talk about the Open Championship without talking about the draw.
Yeah.
Because the weather changes every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And sometimes through no fault of your own, I mean, I remember the one picture of the wind blowing so hard and the rain falling so hard that and Tiger Woods is there in his jacket, standing behind his caddy, just to try not to get blown away.
Right.
And they don't stop the clock.
No.
Over there, because they drain. They're all sand based links courses. They drain easy. They very rarely puddle.
Mm-hmm.
And
the biggest thing I'm thinking, is wind.
Wind is the issue there,
because
it's
dry. Well, what's that going to do? That's going to speed up the greens. It's going to speed up everything.
Speed up the greens.
It gets very, very interesting in a hurry.
And there's no trees, so the wind is not the factor it would be, for example, out here.
Right.
Or it's not Sahali.
Right.
Okay, you can't play in a hurricane in Sahali, but you can play out there in the wind.
Play it out there.
And I watched Billy Casper with my own 2 eyes on one of his courses here at Del Webb.
Mm-hmm.
I was crazy, invited out to play with him and his son and Blade, rest his soul. And
San Gregorio course.
And I'm telling you, the wind was blowing 50. And Casper just adjusted. It never changed the swing, just adjusted the club. Yeah. I saw him hit a 5-iron, 125 yards into a wind, and I saw him hit a wedge 180 yards downwind.
Absolutely.
And he was given lessons the whole time. Well, look, it's the wind is blowing. What do you think, his son? What do you think it's blowing? I think it's blowing 35. 35.
It's about a 3-club wind.
That's about. I got a 6-iron here. I think minus a 4 plus. And then over there, you have to, as the Europeans did and the Koreans did when they came to play the Dyna. You got to you got to factor in the meters.
Oh yeah,
because it's Korea is meter.
Yeah, Europe, all of that. Yeah,
all Europe.
We had actually 2 different kinds of yardage books.
Oh, you do.
So we always asked
because
you want it in yards or meters.
They didn't have it at the beginning.
Yep. And there's some of them even with their caddies, they take both.
Because I used to see the caddies coming over they wanted the tee sheet and the pin sheet early, and I would see them with their pencils.
Oh yeah.
Times 32 minus 17
minus 2 exactly, getting all those yardages down. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I know this has happened to a lot of golfers. It's happened to me. One day, for some reason, my rangefinder got switched. I didn't have any idea. I didn't know it got switched.
You're playing in meters?
I'm playing in meters. I'm like, geez, I didn't know it was that far. What is that?
Man, I'm really hitting it far. I'm going way over.
Let me see. Boy, I thought that was like... And then I saw the M on the bottom, just luckily.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, that's the reason right there.
Here's another kind of interesting. They don't have really... Well, they do here, a few of them. But the DP ranking. Top players on the DP World Tour.
On the European Tour.
Patrick Reed.
Patrick Reed, because he doesn't have access to the PGA Tour.
Yeah, but he doesn't need that for this.
No, he doesn't need that for this. I
find it interesting that he's not on the list.
Oh, he's not on the list.
Not on the list.
Of the DP Tour? Because he plays a lot of DP.
Well, right. I mean, a lot of these guys do, but he was ranked number 1.
Yeah. Patrick Reed could win this tournament.
I think he could.
Patrick Reed is the wrong guy to tangle with.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
He is.
He gets hot. He is hot.
And he's got a sassy, frass attitude.
Mhm.
Reminds me a lot of Floyd
Mhm.
in his
Yeah.
prime. They're very kind of similar. You know, I remember some friends were played with Ray Floyd in the Bob Hope,
Mhm.
and the caddy came up and said, "Gentlemen, Mr. Floyd is not here to read your putts. Okay, in fact, he's not here to talk to you at all. He will say hello on the first tee. He'll greet you, and then he'll shake your hand on 18.
Uh-huh.
But please try to stay out of the way because this is, after all, his living."
Right.
And that's
exactly what
fair
you got.
enough.
Yeah, that's
know?
what you got to remember. Everybody, it's like you were talking about earlier, being right next to Tiger and all that. You got to remember, these guys are in their office.
Well, that's why I treated the first tee of the tournament here
Mhm.
as a sanctum sanctorum.
Mhm.
I was very tough
Mhm.
on the volunteers, only because I didn't want them to get themselves in trouble.
Mhm.
And occasionally it would happen where they would say something so stupid, and now the player's got to go on the first tee, and they're playing for $300,000 ticket.
Mhm.
The last thing on the first tee they want to be thinking about is what this whack job said. And I learned that lesson watching the Kemper,
Mhm.
the starter. It was, I think I've told you this, but it was right after Bill Clinton fell down Greg Norman's stairs and busted up his knee, and they were up there, pounding him probably.
Yeah.
And so Norman played the Kemper, and the first hole on the Avenel, it was originally played at Congressional, and then was moved to Avenel TPC
Uh-huh.
Players Course. The first tee had a large barranca. I mean, a huge dip from the tee to the fairway, which would go to the right. You see,
Uh-huh.
you better pick your right tee there.
Uh-huh.
And it was, 30 feet down. I mean, it was way down. And so this starter, who I think died a few years after this of a heart attack, said, "Now on the tee, Greg Norman. And if he invites you to his house for dinner, I suggest you politely decline." And the crowd was like, and Norman was pounding the driver into the ground
Oh.
and stared at the guy like, what? And hit his drive on a bullet right into the wall of the barranca
no.
down by the fairway. I mean, you could see it going.
Mm.
Then they went into the tent, the two of them. And there was some yelling and screaming and
I bet it.
pots and pans going everywhere. And, that was, I never knew that I was ever going to have the opportunity to be a starter, but I learned what not to do.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not about you.
No.
Okay.
No.
You're not a comedian. You're a voice. You're not really necessary,
Mhm.
but it's become part of the culture of the professional game to have starter. It's an honor beyond belief to be asked to do that
Mhm.
and to do that, especially at the tour level,
Absolutely.
and to have done it for 88 days is without getting fired is pretty amazing.
Well, we're good.
Look, uh, in those days I wore Kangol hats that went back like this, and there was one woman on tour that wore a hat like that,
Uh-huh.
from California. I can't believe I can't remember her name. But anyway, so she would always come up and say, "I love your hat." I go, "No, I like your hat." Okay. And it took, but to, and the blessing too was playing in the pro-am
Mhm.
and getting to know the players a little, and then seeing them again on the first tee.
Yeah.
So, you're greeted, coach, but even more so by the caddy,
Mhm.
because if I didn't know how to pronounce a name, even, I would always, what's the pronunciation of this? Now, some of them, the Thai names are a little bit difficult, but all I had to do was hear them once. I was very particular about making sure And I had to learn stuff out there on the
Oh,
first tee.
yeah.
Like, the sheet would have names in one order, and the standard would have names in the other
Yeah,
order.
the other.
The players don't care about the sheet.
Yeah.
They're looking at the standard. If Big Mama's name was on top of that standard and you called Meg Mallon, whose name was second, there was going to be a problem.
You're gonna have a problem.
Because as you know, there's nothing like starting a tournament on the first tee.
Mhm.
I mean, you come and particularly here at the Dinosaur, because the putting green is then there was a tent and a tunnel
Mhm.
and stands behind the first
Boom.
tee, and so people would be, after somebody hits, people would be standing on the top of the stands looking at the putting green to see who's coming this
Exactly
way,
right.
and you would hear Annika, and Anna, and Julie, it's Julie, and the electricity would crackle. I mean, it would crackle.
Yeah, the anticipation.
The
of what they're gonna
anticipation.
do.
And like we said before, you're so close
Mm.
to the players. And I had a standard saying: no phones, no cell phones, no cameras, no cell phone cameras.
All right.
And they would all, now, after they heard it 50 times, they would start yelling it back at me,
But if you ever get a chance to do that, and nowadays it's rather expensive if you getting into those pro-ams, but if the person can do it,
Oh.
go try it.
Yeah.
In fact, coming up here for next year, the American Express, they're on 3 different golf courses,
Yeah.
and
Well,
a lot of guys and gals can
it's one of the
play.
best moves they've ever made, was including the stadium and the Nicholas tournament course,
Mhm.
which are daily fee golf courses.
Yeah.
You can fly into the Coachella Valley and play that stadium course.
Yeah.
Now, years ago, it wasn't. It was the Palmer Private in PGA West, which is a great track.
Oh, yeah.
I lived on that course for 2 years, and the Nicholas Private, which has Gibraltar on there. Gibraltar is this. They decided, they put the green up against the hill, and there was this giant boulder. I mean,
I remember that. I have played that. I remember it. You got to hit over it almost.
well, it's left of the green, but you don't want to hit it. Okay,
Right.
It's in play. There's no question about it. And so that's named Gibraltar.
Mhm.
And it's brilliant. And then they played the La Quinta Country Club, which which they still do to this day, which is a tremendous jewel.
Yeah.
I mean, really is a.
Next year we're the first tournament of the year.
There's no
more
Hawaii.
in Hawaii.
That's
Now the Century, they're talking about Century going to Torrey Pines. That'll be the week after us.
well.
but
First of all, retrospectively, there was a time where only the winners the previous year got into that Hawaii tournament.
Mhm.
One of the two. Like, in order to play in that,
Right.
you had to have won
A
this
past
year.
champion.
Yeah, you had to win that year.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yep.
That was, you get into the Masters if you win,
Mhm.
but you could, the only players allowed. But then Tiger started winning 14 times a year, and they had nobody in the field.
Yeah.
I mean, so they changed that, and now they just took them off. And the reason is because of a drought.
Mhm. Yeah,
And because of water issues.
water issue. They had, severe drought, and then water rights dispute.
That is something.
Now, what all entails in that, I don't know.
Yeah, there's
but
some legalese in that thing. For
something's
sure.
going on. But yeah, the really different schedule for next year. Really
But
moving
when
stuff around.
when you're teaching,
Mhm.
and say somebody is going over there, and you're walking them through, links course play,
Mhm.
you got to play the ball on the ground out there a lot more than you do over here. Is that the first thing
How do
you
you
think
mean?
of? Well, I mean, you gotta have shots that go.
Oh, you got to be diverse. Yeah, you got to be able to low,
That's what
high.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even along the ground, a lot of like long, like 6-irons running up to the.
Oh,
to the
bump and
green.
runs and all of absolutely. When we had Sandra on here, she was talking about how they don't use when she was at the Chevron.
Yeah.
They're not using those clubs, like we used to. It's exactly right, especially into the links like you're talking about.
Yeah.
You could be 160 yards out, and you're punching a 4-iron or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So absolutely, it really, you really have to broaden your thought. That's
Now,
where a really good caddy, that being out there,
exactly.
all of that comes into play.
And they broadcast a lot more conversations between caddies and players these days.
Love that.
And I love the last thing they almost always say. Do you like that? I love that.
Mhm.
I love that too. That's a lie, probably sometimes, but
Just don't get caught.
yeah, Oh,
But
I love that. I love that. You like 6-iron here? I love 6-iron
all
here.
right.
Okay.
See it. They'll when they're at the open, and if they're mic'd up, which they normally are now, listen to the last thing that caddy will say. See your shot.
Yeah.
See your shot.
See your shot. Make a good swing.
Execute. Something
Yeah.
to that effect.
Some trigger.
That's exactly right. You got to have a trigger.
Not only does the caddy give you a trigger, but in your pre-shot routine, you have to have your own trigger.
Mhm.
Now, sometimes that's
Oh,
it.
the
You know, my trigger is very simple. Behind the ball when I'm ready to go. And I see a lot
there you
of
go.
guys. I see a lot of guys putting that bring
Keeps
the
them feel
bring the shirt
connected.
in there. Yeah, to
Mhm.
feel connected. Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
it's a
I'll
great
do it
game.
within the grip a little bit. It's crazy. Next time you got a club in your hand, squeeze it right over the ball.
And then
Squeeze it.
release.
I
And
mean,
then
squeeze
release.
it and then release it, and you feel all this. Or if we're working on certain pressure points within the grip, right? Squeeze your lead pinky. Squeeze it all the way through the swing,
Interesting.
and it generates that
Because
feeling.
when you see a guy's veins bulging out
Right.
on the first tee, you know you're going to have a long day.
Yep.
Okay, tension is the enemy of a golf game.
Absolutely. There's guys, Phil, I haven't seen him here lately, but he's a great example. A lot of other guys, their trail hand is almost completely off the club
It's amazing
when they're swinging through.
Yeah. Now,
Good,
don't even
good.
talk about Scheffler's swing because that's self-taught.
Well, with Randy Smith really dialed him in. I mean, he's working with
It's
him,
feet.
since
The feet
the
are
feet,
so amazing.
incredibly upright, that kind of thing. But it works, and he just kills the ball.
It hits the fade. It can hit a draw if called upon, but prefers to hit the big high fade.
Right. Well, he can get in tendency of a little pull with that from
Yeah,
time to time when he comes across it just a hair with that upright swing. It's easy to do.
okay.
But if you look at Scotty, you look at Justin Thomas, those guys with that real upright swing, watch their wedge games. They're some of the best.
Does the amateur crouch too much with the wedge because it's a shorter club? Is that what happens?
Yeah. The biggest thing I see with amateurs, especially irons going down to the wedge, is the angle of attack.
Hmm.
They all got early releases, and they never really feel the true compression and coming in, down, and
So
through the ball.
they do, which I catch myself, the reverse pivot, which is death in a swing.
Well, yeah, that's a little different.
Where you're leaning forward and
then go backwards,
swinging backwards.
Yeah, right. So your arc is changing.
If your left leg is going back after you hit the ball,
That's not good.
that's not good.
No, we don't
You
want
want
that.
your right leg going towards the target.
We're weight transferring over to the lead side as you're swinging through. Absolutely. But it's that angle. Down equals up. Divot in front, not behind. If you're hitting the divot behind, we got to work on that a little.
You got to hit the small ball first.
Ball
Okay.
first.
Don't hit the big ball first. The big ball is the planet Earth.
Right.
Okay. And that's probably the most common malady that mid to high handicaps have to deal with is taking too much dirt and grass before the ball.
Before the ball, yeah. It feels like eternity to hold that leg and release through it. But watch these guys on the open. Watch that on how they're, especially with those wedges, how they're coming down and through the ball. It's just amazing.
And we're happy to announce today that we've had such a great response. Really, we're frankly kind of blown away by the response around the country and really around the world to this, little show from Mission Hills that we're going to go 2 days a week. We'll do Tuesday morning and Friday morning. So we'll have a little actually open information and scores to give on Friday, probably a day and a half's worth.
About that, yep.
And so it's going to be a lot of fun covering these events. We'd love to do Tuesday. It fits Dave's schedule, and I'm kind of open. But Friday is a great day to have a golf podcast because you're in the middle of
you're right in the midst of it,
in the middle of the tournament. So
that's right.
So we decided to let's amp it up. It's not like we got
Yeah.
It's not like we got anything else to do.
Yeah, right. Well, we got some great guests coming up.
Yes, we've been in contact with my dear friend, 3-time British Open champion, the incredible Sherry Steinhauer, who won back-to-back. In fact, she won, I believe, where they're playing this week.
Did you? No, I'm not sure on
I
that.
think so.
I'll have to look that up again.
I
We
think
got
so.
a lot of looking up to do here.
I
too,
know.
on that. Thank goodness for Google, right?
Hey, producer Jimmy, okay, take all the notes.
Take
there,
a note on that.
So, what a pleasure.
Coach, always a pleasure. All right, real quick, before we end it up, who's your pick for the Open?
I'm going to go with Rory McIlroy because he's a badass, and I don't think he was pleased with his finish, so I know he's working on it.
And I tell you, I know he's number one. It's one to really kind of go to, but I got to watch out for Scotty. I think missing the cut last week. Oh, he's going to be tough.
Yeah, he's going to be angry at missing the cut. I never pick against. It's hard to pick against Scotty Scheffler. He's another one of these guys that I mean, he's so beloved that they booed Clark, Wyndham Clark, you can't get more American than Wyndham Clark. I mean, Wyndham Clark is a U.S. Open champion. He did not deserve to be treated like that.
No, he did not.
And I hate to bring this up, but, alcohol at these events, it can get out of hand.
Yeah.
And, many years ago, the first guy I ever saw get yelled at or had a yeller was Ray Floyd. He had the first get in the hole guy. Get in the hole!
Right.
Now, I don't mind if it's a 10-foot putt, and I really don't mind if it's a wedge on the way, but I don't like it when it's off the tee box on a par 5.
Yeah.
Get in the hole!
And he haven't even finished his follow-through.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You know what would be good, too, is crowd controlling the crowd.
Yeah, and Stern had a lot to do with this, too, with the Baba Booey crowd.
Yeah.
Baba Booey! I'm like, oh, God, the Baba Booey guy is here?
Uh-huh.
Get rid of him. So,
all right, folks. Well, really enjoy the Open. We'll talk to you again here coming up in a few days.
And make sure you share this. Would you share it to your
Subscribe,
Facebook page
like,
and your X page, and just share it. Help out Moose and the coach, okay? All right, because we love doing this, and we feel like it's going in the right direction, which is a thrill, right, for both of us. So thank you, everybody. God bless. Have a great week. Enjoy the Open. See you next Friday. See you Friday. Peace.
With host, the pro, and the hack. One's got charts and a game plan. One's got coffee